Here we go. Pretty similar example. I'm going to make his shirt go from white to just about any color we want. So let's actually delete this layer and not worry about me having done this example in the past. Go through, do a quick selection using the quick select tool. Here we go. This is the part that should be boring to watch by now because you understand how to do it so intimately. I don't know if that was really the adjective I wanted to use, but I used it. It's too late. I'm not taking it back. You'd think I'd edit these more because I'm charging you money for them, but, you know, I find my random mumblings amusing. I'm sure no one else does. You know, joke's on you. I already have your money. Rant over. All right, so I'm just going through and just kind of grabbing all of this right here. You'll notice that I decreased the size of the brush. This doesn't seem to be working. Basically, I clicked with the quick selection and it selected his entire arm. So I'm just going to undo that, go to my next tool, the lasso tool, hit shift just to add it to the selection. It's possible that I'd be able to use a magnetic lasso tool here, but you know what? Why bother? There we go. And let's actually improve this a little bit right here. Let's improve this a little bit right here. And you know what? I'm actually going to show you another thing here. Let's use Alt to get rid of this right here. I'm going to show you one more thing to get an even better selection, to make it that much more advanced. This might be a little advanced for where you're at, but I think you can handle it. So if I go to Refine Edge right up here, so it's just in the options bar. This is the original. This is the edge. Nothing's happened because all the values are set to 0. I can set things like blur the edges a little bit. So this just puts a little bit of a feather, blurs the edges. I can expand it in one direction. I can expand it in the other direction. There's ways to play this. I can play this how you want. I can set it on white. I can set it on black. And, you know, right now we're doing a pretty basic selection, but this is just an area that we can play with the selection and get that edge that much better. So in this example, that's pretty good. That's good enough. I am now going to go in and I'm going to create a hue saturation color adjustment layer. Now I want you to see what's about to happen. Let's shift this color. What? Why is this automatically happening? Why is this working? Shouldn't this be selecting the color of the entire image? If you already have an active region selected and you create a color adjustment layer, the active region you have selected will automatically turn into the white area of this color adjustment layer. Pretty nifty, eh? So let's make this something pretty bold. You'll notice that if I click here, we get mask options, or excuse me, we get this white-black thing. It's called a mask. Let's not worry about the whole concept of masks. If you paint on it with white, it works. Where it's black, it doesn't work. And here you get the options for the color adjustment. So let's make it a blue. Let's make it so it's a little bit more vibrant. Let's make it so it's a little bit darker. And so this is the before, and this is the after. Looks pretty good. And those are all the steps that are involved. If there was a little bit of a problem with this, and it looks like there is up in this shoulder, or actually here we go. Right here, there's a little bit of a problem. I just go to my brush. I make sure that I am on the black and white image. And I'd paint on it, and I'm not caring about if my brush is black or white. If it goes on it with the wrong color, I'm just going to hit X and fix that problem right there. There we go. And this is looking pretty good. Now, something that I could get into, and I'm not going to get into right now because I feel that's more than enough information, is how these work. And how you could do things such as that, just so you don't get this weird splotchy stuff. We'll cover that in a future. Video, I promise. But that's how you can change an element of anything inside of an image. You can change the color of the hat. You can change the color of the shirt. Anything you want inside of her. I could even inside of here. You could even change the color of the sky. So here, let me use the wand tool. Just use the wand tool, and let's just get a good selection. Okay, let's pretend that that was a good selection. I'm going to go to hue saturation, and I am going to make the sky, you know, some weird different color. There's nothing you can't do with switching the colors right there. So that's how to switch the colors of an individual element. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to turn specific parts of an image black and white.